Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Bree, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and let me know what other videos you would like to see. But today's video, I am going to be talking about the 4 things I wish I knew before I went off to college. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I wish I knew before going off to college is scholarships. Now, with the high school I attended to, they really didn't let you know about scholarship opportunities. So I would always try to go to my guidance counselors to get information on scholarships. And they really didn't have much information on scholarships you could apply for. When I was in school, my guidance counselor wasn't full as far as what scholarships were available, what are some that you can apply for. So I would highly recommend you guys, although that happened to me, first step would be to look into the school and look at your guidance counselor offices and just see what they have. And from there, if you don't really find any resources available or applications, I would look outside of the school and look into my community. Now, once I graduated high school, I realized that there are so many clubs that we have in my hometown that offer scholarships. Now, my hometown size is relatively small, but there are some clubs that do offer scholarships. Other scholarships I ran across, they usually want you to write a essay of some nature and just fill it out, and you could possibly or more than likely get that scholarship, which is free money. Trying to rack up as much money as you can for your education, because education is not cheap, and I learned that along the way while in school that education isn't always affordable. So the second point is that getting a job. Now, when I was in school, I did not have a job. I really focused on excelling in my grades, participating in my extracurricular activities, but I wish I would have gotten a job. I felt like that would have probably helped better. A checking account that only went towards school. And so each of my check that I would have worked save some type of percentage out of each paycheck. And by the time I graduated in high school, all the money that I have collected only go towards my education for college. I think because college is getting more and more expensive. And if you guys looked at my last video, you would know that I am currently in debt from student loans, and I am working on paying those loans back. And I would highly recommend looking into getting a job, saving money out of each paycheck. That way you will have some type of relief while going to college. And I'm not saying that the money that you'll have in the account would take care of everything, but it at least save you some money out of pocket. And the next point that I would like to talk about is just getting a game plan together. Now, when I was in high school, I did not know what I wanted to go to school for. I pretty much was a undecided major for 2 years, but I did work on like the basic core classes. So before you decide rather what school you would like to go to, have a game plan. What are some of the subjects I'm interested in? What do I think I want to pursue a career in? And just go from there to kind of minimize, taking extra classes that are not going to really support those degrees that you're trying to get. So that would be the main thing, is definitely have a set major, because that can alleviate you taking extra classes. Therefore, you won't have to be paying extra money out of pocket. And so with that being said, to go to my college education only. I'm not going to touch that money. I'm going to use that money to go towards my schooling. Now, that would have been one route I wish I would have taken, because I think that I wouldn't have to use like loans to help pay for my classes or anything like that. I highly recommend you get a part-time job just to make some extra money and to use that to go towards your schooling. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is narrowing down what it is you want to go to school for. So when I was in high school, I didn't know what I want to go to school for. I just didn't have no idea. I really found what I wanted to go to school for really into my second year of college. I was still taking core classes, but I finally got into my field of study and I did graduate, but I did have to take out student loans. Now, the college I went to, they only paid 2 out of 3 semesters. So usually college is fall, then spring, fall, and then I took my normal classes those 2 semesters, but I also took classes in the summer. Now, with the college I went to, again, they only paid 2 out of 3 semesters. So that left me with taking out of student loans because I did not have the funds to pay for my courses in the summertime. Now, one thing that I do want to bring up is when you guys are accepting your award letter, instead of saying, okay, this is what I'm gonna use for fall and this is what I'm gonna use for spring, I highly recommend you guys to accept either partial or a third for each semester if you happen to go during your summer semester, because that can help pay for your classes or probably all of your expenses for the summertime if you decide to go a third semester. I wish that was something I knew kind of going into school, when I was going in the summer semester, because I don't think I would be paying back as much student loans or rather any student loans at all. So that is a one tip that I highly recommend you guys to look into. Again, is before you accept that award letter, instead of accepting the full amount for both fall and spring, look at the options below and see how much all your classes are. But I highly recommend you guys to probably look into maybe half or a third, because that can cut down on costs of you taking out student loans. Some schools that are expensive and the only thing you can do is take out student loans unless you have the funds to pay for your college education. But I highly recommend you guys to look into that option, because I think that was a great tool that I wish I would have known had I, had been told that I can change that option when I was reapplying to accept my award for my financial aid. Okay. And so the last thing that I want to talk about today is stay driven. I know sometimes college can be very hard, but if it's something that you want to achieve and want to do as far as a career and excel in, I say go for it. But just make sure that you are very knowledgeable in what you want to go to school for, the funds, knowing what your financial aid means, how much money you will have broken down in each semester, and just stay focused. Just keep your eyes on the prize and everything will come together like it should be. But I definitely say that those tips that I mentioned in this video are some of the things I wish I would have known before going to school. And I hope that anything that you guys have heard me talk about today touch someone that's either going to college or in high school, and maybe it'll have you to think about, okay, so I definitely have to get a game plan together. This is what I want to do versus this is not what I'm going to do. But I definitely say do what you can and just stay patient and just keep moving forward, and everything will align like it should be. I'm a firm believer that everything comes together when it should be and when you're ready. And I've learned that the hard way. I finally got a job in my field after graduating from school in 2016, and it is currently 2019, and I have waited almost 3 years to finally work in the field that I have my degree in. So just be patient and everything will come when you are ready. And until my next video, you guys, I hope you have a good day, and don't forget to be kind to one another. Bye.